Hi guys, welcome to this week's edits. Obviously it was a very disappointing loss on the weekend. Look, the first half was an arm wrestle we always knew it was going to be versus Melbourne. They're a tough, disciplined side. Then when the rain came down, we didn't handle the conditions anywhere near well enough. We had a lot of fumbles, had a lot of opportunities to go forward, but unfortunately when you don't do the fundamentals very well in the wet, the ball generally goes the other direction. So we were really just disappointed with our overall game. We think we're a better side than that, but the proof being the pudding this week versus Geelong. So let's just go through a couple of questions and work our way through it. Easy goals on the rebounds. This is from Cam. Winning the inside 50s but losing the game is a reoccurrence. Is it more about leaking easy goals on the rebound? Let's have a look at that question first. There's a couple of goals here. This is one of these ones in the wet that we spoke about. You can see here, we get a contest there from Dave and his opponent, but we allow the ball over the back in wet conditions, which is a no-no. We have a structure breakdown with regard to our positioning when that ball does come forward here, and we see unluckily Steve has a slip in situations there. So this is another one. This is a kick from Nathan Gordon that was a little bit too central. Once again, Tom McDonald gets a fist on a Jack Revolt spoil. We probably get beaten in a contest there that Rancy probably wins 99 times out of 100, which obviously then leads to another goal out of the back. So we had a couple of goals like that. There may have been one more. I think Jeff Garlett, someone gets smothered and the ball bounces over the back again as well. So from that point of view, they're generally goals that indicate there's been a breakdown in structure, which happened on 2 occasions in this game, but also more importantly, you lose critical contests that you should win, obviously emphasised by the Asprey spoiling attempt that we saw. If we go back to the vision back here, which is this contest here, if that ball goes forward, this probably goal doesn't occur from that situation. You can see Rancy then is caught off guard, and then Steve Morris obviously slips over at a crucial stage. And the Jack Revolt one here, I don't know if you recall, Tom McDonald gets a really good fist on a kick from Nathan Gordon there. So once again, it's probably a dangerous part of the ground that we're kicking to inside 50. We call that a bit of a trampoline zone. They win the ball, miss a tackle. Probably a slightly lucky kick that bounces over Taylor. We miss a tackle. Once again, ball goes through from that situation. So that's something we're normally pretty good at. Our points against is one of the better ones in the competition, but those goals unfortunately indicate a structure breakdown on most occasions. Goal kicking from Jonesy. Why are we kicking the pockets when chance of conversion is around 20%? Shots in front could result in fixed 15 goals 6. Well, Jonesy, you're right. We probably did go to the pockets a little bit. Sometimes that's a basis of the conditions, but also Melbourne, they defend the back arc pretty heavily, so that's probably the only spaces available at times. But what I want you to look at, there's 2 things here. Is we kicked 3 goals 8 from the central corridor. So if you look in there, that's one of the reasons that we didn't win the game. There were a lot of other factors that came into that. And the other one is, if we look at the scoring chart, the top left-hand corner in the red, from the 30 to 50 metre mark, we kicked 1 goal 10 in that situation there. So unfortunately, when you generally kick 3 goals 8 from the corridor or 1 goal 10 from 30 to 50, the chances are bad kicking leads to bad football. And it's probably been a common theme for us this year. We haven't kicked particularly well at goal thus far. I'm sure we will. I think last year we were ranked AFL number 3, so we'll continue to work on that. And unfortunately, if you don't take your chances from goal scoring opportunities early, the scoreboard pressure doesn't go onto the opposition. Funnily enough, it comes back to bite you on the backside, and then the scoreboard pressure's on you. So these are probably all gettable shots on goal that we should have kicked. Like Griff really should have had 3 goals in the first quarter, which we didn't get. Jack normally nails these. This technique has been much scrutinised, but Jack practices these. He probably has 80 shots at goal a week doing this, and gets once again 80 to 90%. And unfortunately, with Trent, we missed a captain's goal here, but. Look, we've got to keep working on this. We do a truckload of practice of it. It wasn't our day with regard to this on the weekend, but as we said, unfortunately, if you don't put any scoreboard pressure on, you're going to lead to a bad result. So all in all, we sit 2-2, 9th on the ladder, not where we want to be. After our first block of 4 games, we would have loved to have been 3-1, 4-4, but we certainly keep ourselves in the hunt. So we've got to be positive, onwards and upwards. We've got a great challenge versus Geelong this weekend, who are 1-3. They're probably a side like us that got a touch up on the weekend, so it's going to be a pretty volatile game, I'd imagine. So let's make sure we get a lot of our supporters there and get our boys home. Okay, see you next week.